Alrighty, what is up guys, it is Games here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing an infinite tier list, still kind of on release, so this isn't going to be the mythical stats of all the units if they were ascended. This is going to be just as the base stats on the base stats of the units. For example, Steve is going to be a legendary, Jotaro is going to be a purple, Whitebeard's going to be a mythic, and so on and so forth. So again, this is my opinion, you guys may have differing opinions, and as the units get balanced over time with different artifacts and then rank ups, then some could be better than the others, obviously. There is no doubting that. But first of all, I'm going to start off with Madara being S tier, because obviously he was the most broken unit. He might have got nerfed a little bit, but he is still very good. He does a lot of damage. He obviously has the summons as well, like the Necromancer, where he can spawn in clones of himself that look really cool, by the way, so you should definitely check that out when you get him. And obviously he just does a lot of damage all around. He's got very good range as well, probably the best mythic in the game for Infinite, arguably, maybe other than Whitebeard. But yeah, definitely S tier for sure. Zoro, honestly, he's about to see because he's a rare in an Infinite mode. He won't be doing that much damage in the grand scheme of things, neither will Boba Fett. Now, Harry Potter, he's a purple unit. Although he does have like a single target, he has got a lot of range, and you can obviously set that to strongest so it can go for the bosses. So with the purple, you know, it could be pretty decent if you used him. Now, the Sanji versus Bulma debate, they're both good for money. I've been told that Sanji can be better than Bulma for money. Now, whether that's his mythic version or whether it's not, I'm not too sure. But for both of them, I'm going to put A regardless, because for either or, you're going to need a money unit for Infinite. It's kind of a must, because you need to upgrade your units, obviously. So they're just going to go A, because obviously you gotta have them. They're not meta damage, because obviously those are just like for money, but you definitely do need them, so one or the other for sure. And that would be the bottom upgrade for Sanji, and then the top upgrade for Bulma to get the most money. Butterfly, they are a poison damage support unit that buffs, so honestly it's kind of meta. I've been told by a lot it should have been S, so I'm definitely going to put it S now, because looking back at it, they are actually pretty good. Naruto, honestly, I've never really been a fan. It's a cool looking unit, but personally it's a rare unit, and you know, it's not too great. Goku has very good linear AoE, so for that it's honestly pretty good. In comparison to the mythics, obviously none of the units are going to be as good. But that doesn't mean if you've not got them, you can't get far with the units that you've got. Now with that, Whitebeard is going to be a meta unit as well, because with the like ultimate ability it has, it is a tsunami, you know, well fitting for Whitebeard himself, and it does a lot of damage, and it's got about 2-minute cooldown, 1 minute 30, something like that, and it's just very good basically. So that's going to be S tier. You should definitely get him. All the mythics are honestly going to be pretty good, although what I will say with Rengoku is that it's kind of low cost and cheap, but it does do decent damage. So in infinite mode, although it is kind of meta to go for, because obviously it is a mythic, it's not exactly going to be doing the most damage in comparison to the other mythics. So it's probably going to be the lowest on S tier. It could be argued to be A tier as well, the top of that, but I'm just going to leave it there for now, because, you know, obviously you got a team of 7 and there's 4 units at the top, so there you go. Now Minecraft Steve is basically, in my opinion, a worse Madara, because it also is a summon unit, also does damage, but it's just less than Madara, and if you're in an infinite, you want to be going for Madara if you can. So honestly, he's going to go here for me, because he is still a very busted unit, and then if you upgrade the top to the Nether Portal, it can be doing a lot of damage with the ghosts that it comes out with, because they deal damage, especially if you've got artifacts on them. Ichigo, pretty small range, so he's not too great, but honestly, he's probably better than Zeke and, you know, Boba Fett. Sakura, I've heard they're a buff unit, so they're pretty good at, I assume. I haven't used them much myself, but everybody says that they are a pretty good support unit, and obviously you'll need that for Infinite. Now, talking about the time stops, Dio and Jotaro both do time stops, if I'm not mistaken. Dio does the roller, like the big gold tractor, and obviously Jotaro just does the time stop, which stops time. Now, personally, to me, I'm going to assume the legendary is better than the purple. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, because Jotaro can do a lot of damage and he does have a low SPA. But for infinite mode, I think just on the stats themselves, the save waves, I think that's going to be the better option to go for. And then obviously Rukia, legendary, pretty good. I'd honestly put her about here. And then Nami apparently is a very good support as well, although depending on her and Sakura, I actually don't know which one's best, but you definitely need one of them, so they're going to be decent units to go for. And then Obviously, Aaron, I couldn't really tell you because I barely ever use him. He is a purple. When I did use him, he had very low range, and not that good damage. So honestly, he may be good if you max him out. I'd probably put him in as B, and then maybe I'd switch Jotaro back to here, and then maybe move Sakura down over here. Because I don't know which one's better. Nami or Sakura could go either way. Jotaro or Dio could go either way. Bulma or Sanji could go either way. Realistically, it's just personal preference. All the units are going to be good. This is just my personal tier list, to which I got about wave 50, 60 on, so that is pretty good. Obviously, you can get higher. If you guys would switch any round, please let me know in the comments, because it definitely can be improved. And I'm not saying this is the definite tier list. This is just like a decent one to go for to get a general idea of which do the most damage, which are good supports, and which ones aren't. So honestly, that's basically it. If I had to actually move one, I'd probably move Harry Potter down here. And that's probably the video, guys. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And yeah, just peace out.